What's going on, everybody? It's Ted, aka Osku, aka Iconic, and we are out here in Fort Faroth, in Caelid. When we last left off, we had just killed Margit the Fell Omen, and that is terrific. What we're going to be doing in this video is really just setting up our build for the rest of the game now that Margit is dead. We will be getting down and doing the south of Limgrave down here. And I apologize because I was saying Liurnia, the lakes and lakes of Liurnia in the last video. That's in reference to up here. What I meant to be saying was Limgrave, but you get mentally burnt out when you are going that hard for that long and dying that many times. So, we're here for a talisman. We're here for treasure, as everybody else is. So we're going to turn on our little lamp, do our little assassin's approach. And we're here for a talisman because it gives a really big stat boost. And we just got pretty good stats in our last little... Sorry, we just got access to another talisman pouch is what I'm trying to say. I apologize. So, we're climbing up here. The assassin's footsteps didn't really help us there because it alerted everybody knew where we were. I think the light did it, to be fair, but it's very hard to operate in that space with no light. So we're really ignoring all the bad people in here. This is my second attempt at trying to do this smoothly. I'd had a practice run, and I am trying my best here. There are my souls from before. Ow. Ow. Okay, well, ring up that death counter. Death counter is now at 2. What we are trying to do is jump into that area over there. Cool, we've made it. Avoid the big rat. Jump down. And bada boom. And if we can make it up without dying, that is how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. So now what we're gonna do is try to get out of here without dying. Keyword, big emphasis on try. Bam. Okay, we've made it out. The nice thing about those little instanced, why are you still following me? Leave me be. This must be new because before they would stay inside there and let you be. I wonder how long they'll chase me. Okay. I think they're sufficiently gonna leave me alone as long as I, don't really mess with them. But we're gonna mess with them eventually. So we now have Radagon's score seal, which gives basically +5 to vigor, +5 to endurance, +5 to strength, and +5 to dex. All of which aren't super necessary for our purposes, but they are necessary for our purposes. We need to hit a total of... Let's just reset everybody because everybody seems really mad at me. We need to hit a total of... I think it's like 30 strength, and I think like 40. I think 40. I apologize. 40 faith. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna run up, and with our fast attacking weapon, we're gonna get on our haunch here, and we're just gonna smack this guy. Now I am gonna come back and let you know when we've done it. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so we're getting there. We're getting very, very close now. And I have a weird sentimental attachment to this dragon. I can't really explain why. It's mostly because he can't fight fair. His body is super vulnerable. He's really big. He's rotting into the ground. You can see where parts of his body are turning into mushrooms. So, you know, in a sense, it's like a euthanization. So I don't have to feel that bad about it. As far as I have understood is that there's no quest that this guy is attached to. So you are free to, I mean, you could do this at the beginning of the game, end of the game, however you want. For our purposes, he's going to give us a shit ton of runes, and he is going to give us a bunch of dragon hearts. And we will bow. And our dragon companion, the mightiest of the brood, has passed. But he left behind his power for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to start leveling up some skills. So we're going to level up Arcane. I think we'll level up Arcane to 12, I think is the required amount. We'll level up Mind to about, I think 18 is correct. Endurance 1. We need a lot of endurance, I can tell you that. So we're going to spend all those runes that we just made. It just dawned on me that we didn't use a pickle foot to get an extra 30%. So when you do this, don't do what I did and completely forget the pickle foot because you're trying to film content and do a build correctly. So ritual, and when you kill the named dragons, you get their roar. So I could get Grail's roar. I don't believe there are enough dragon hearts in the game for you to get every dragon effect. But we could get Agil's flame. But what we're mostly gonna do is we're gonna get the rot breath. We're gonna get the dragon ice, and we could get dragon claw, but I don't really like dragon claw. It's a more melee centric. It takes a lot of casting. It's a big AoE, but it's just not gonna work for our purposes. So now we can go. Thank you, random citizen. We're going to sit down. We are going to go to memorize spell. And instead of a heal, we're going to run the rot breath. We're going to run the dragon ice. We'll keep the flames of frenzy as a local AoE that we can get up. And we will have assassin's approach for the situations that we will need those. And our dragon build is starting to come together, but for it to really come together, we're gonna have to go back to the Cave of Knowledge, because at the very beginning, there was, in fact, oh my gosh, is this, did I go to the right place? Did I go to the right place? Okay, so what you should do instead of trying to run through the Cave of Knowledge is just go to the Stranded Graveyard. So here, we're going to cash in 2 stone sword keys. This is again why you start with one. And we're going to run through really a lot of ick right here. There's no nice way to put it. So we're going to start by just sprinting our little hearts out all the way down here to the end. And this little opening right here, we're gonna get the seal out of this crypt. I don't believe I think the Stranded Graveyard Catacomb, I think it has an actual name. But what we're gonna do here is try our best not to get lit up by this thing. And in fact, I'm so traumatized by this giant rolling bastard, this chariot of death, that I'm gonna sit here and wait. I'm barely gonna take one, and then I'm gonna wait. That's the dragon spells right there, though. I mean, that's just... I think I can make it. 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 Ooh. Okay. We're not gonna fight scared. That's what we're gonna do now. We're not fighting scared. I needed to get my confidence back that I wasn't gonna die to the rolling bastard. And now we're running with it. Oh, that's what it is. The Folk Hero Grave. I'll let him reload. I'll wait for it to go downstairs. Cool, and we're running. We're, target lock. Uh-oh. Gotta go. We'll retrieve our lost ruins, and we'll roll. And now that it's going up the stairs, we need to book it down the stairs ASAP. I don't know if it will come all this way. Ouch, dude, that's a wall. Now there's a lot of stuff. Oof. Okay, no, you have to go all the way down. I'm remembering. I know that it's down around to the left and then up over there. Bring up that death counter. There we are. Okay. We got kicked down. That was kind of rude. Helps though, because now it's going all the way up, and we are going all the way down. I don't even care about those 400 runes. Those things don't matter to me at all. And we are just gonna book it straight in a beeline for the boss. The boss that has what we need, at least. Down over here. Up. And then if I remember correctly, it doesn't come all the way up here. It'll come like most of the way up here. Yikes, dude. Perfumers are rude. We'll drink one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Phew. Now what we're going to do is we're going to walk in on this guy. We're not even going to let him get up off the ground. We're just going to blow him up with some poison breath. Cool. Lit. Cool. Kill him. And we now have the Dragon Communion Seal, which is going to replace our current Finger Seal, which does scale better with Strength and Faith, but with what we are going to be doing with Dragon Communions, we are gonna want this Dragon Seal. Cool. Okay, so we're all kind of caught up here. I'm gonna catch you up on where we've been and what we've been doing. So after we killed the big dragon boy, we leveled up a bit. Then from there, we did a little bit of the stone trick just to get a couple of stats closer to where we wanted them to be. We went to our equipment and we got we went down into that cave and we got the Folk Hero Grave, and we got the Dragon Communion Seal. We went through, did the boulder trick a couple more times, got enough runes, leveled it up to +4. So for our Dragon Confessor, we can actually change back because we no longer are going to be using the mace. We upgraded the mace while we needed it, but now we're all about poise. We actually need heavier armor. We need more poise, so that way we don't get broken out of our dragon spells when we cast them. Actually, before we go, we're about to go pick up our first prayer book and turn that into Turtle Pope. But first, we are going to allocate charges, about a 5-to-3 ratio health to mana there. And we have swapped the Dragon Seal onto the main hand, and this is the mob that we were going to kill a couple of videos back, and now we're going to just ruin his day. So with Rot Breath, he is sufficiently rotted up, and we can just let that rot tick on him. It will eventually build up over time, 20 damage at a time, but I kind of want to hit him harder than that. Let me see. We'll drink a potion, and you can just do this until he dies. This is a totally valid strategy. The game lets you do this. We're gonna run by him so that way. Oh gosh, we love this. So the reason why we do Frost and Rot is because Rot will build up a poison damage over time, and Frost will trigger Frostbite, which is basically as good as a bleed when it pops off. So we're going to go to the Church of Vows here. When we go to the Church of Vows, we're going to talk to the Pope. We're going to turn in this book, and we are going to get some very nice incantations to help round out this build. So give Prayer Book and give the Dragon Cult Prayer Book.
Oh, what have we here? Very well, let us both learn together. Heresy is not native to the world. It is but a contrivance. All things can be conjoined.
And we go study incantations, and we suddenly have access to the Horned Bolt spell and the Lightning Spear spell. Both of those are just great. One is obviously better than the other. We're going to use a golden rune, a big boy golden rune, and we're going to buy him. So we'll go study incantations, and we now have a long range. I mean, we are Joe Montana throwing piss missiles now with this incantation. I will equip it and show you what I mean. One moment. Okay, so we have now teleported down over here just south of the bridge, and we have our lightning spear incantation set up that we got from killing the knight using our overpowered dragon spells. And I'm just going to target this guy, and this is just Joe Montana throwing piss missiles. I mean, it's just sheer devastation. And it goes right through shields too. It's absolutely such a hard-hitting spell, and the distance and range on it is tremendous. Almost all the way across the bridge. Almost. Where is it dying out? Right about... Oops. Drink another flask. Pretty... Oh, it's hitting the post. That's why. I didn't see it from that angle. Yeah. Straight on, I think it has just one of the most insane ranges. So, doing all that has been preparing our build for the rest of the game. We've kind of done some things a little out of sync, but this is, you know, not necessarily so much as a guide on how you should play, but a foundation of, hey, you know, this is how this guy did this game, and perhaps maybe I want to do some really cool dragon spells. Maybe I want to get that lightning spear. Maybe I want to go kill that dragon and just get the runes and never do anything with the dragon hearts. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? So that's all that I'm intending for this video series to be. If you've enjoyed it so far, leave it a like. And in the next one, we are going to clear out all of this, and we should make pretty good time with all of our boosted, very powerful spells, abilities, and equipment. And with all that being said, thank you so much. That's where I'm going to leave off on this one, and I'll see you in the next one.